Coffee and tea are also plant drugs. We don't think of them that way. We tend not to use the word drug when it's normal. But alcohol, coffee, and tea are drugs.
And where the extra energy come from? It comes from a reserve energy in your kidney, reserve energy in the heart, reserve energy in the lung, all the reserve energy when you activate and you make the body close to death. The death hormone release.
Can we recuperate it after a few days, or does that go forever?
No, that means it take a while. So many people, the effect of the drugs remain them many years and take a long time to recover back.
Yeah. I know.
Coffee is used as a stimulant by most adults in industrialized nations. It can help with greater focus, greater attention, and greater endurance. But can this brewed drink also contribute to premature aging, the draining of our life force, and physical degeneration in much the same way other drugs do? According to traditional Chinese medicine expert and Dao Master Mantak Chia, as well as American professor Michael Pollan, coffee is indeed one of the most powerful psychedelic drugs.
In a way, one of the most powerful drug experiences I've had in my life was the first cup of coffee after 3 months off.
Really?
It was psychedelic. It
Really?
was incredible. Yeah.
Come on.
Try it. Try getting off caffeine
3
for a while.
months?
3 months without caffeine.
How am I going to do a podcast?
You may have to take a hiatus.
I'm going to run out of things to talk about.
I drank this drink and it was so good. I mean, I just felt these waves of well-being, and then it turned into euphoria, and I was like, wow, this is such a strong drug. I had no idea. It was like cocaine or something.
The coffee plant produces caffeine as a biochemical defense weapon and uses it to ward off predation from insects. Caffeine is a central nervous system irritant and can kill insects by destroying their nervous systems. The human body responds to caffeine consumption with an elevated heart rate, a rise in blood pressure, and a release of cortisol and adrenaline. All of these hormones are associated with stress or fight or flight. In traditional Chinese medicine, the release of these hormones are referred to as death hormones. For much of human history, humans only exerted fight or flight hormones when they were in grave danger, such as when they were drowning or faced with a predatory animal. The consumption of caffeine forces the body to produce stress hormones for many hours, greatly depleting nutritional reserves and energy stores of the body. According to Dao Master Mantak Chia, plant drugs and stimulants such as caffeine are toxic to the human body and force the body to release what they refer to as death hormones. Here is a brief excerpt from Dao Master Mantak Chia and his perspective on plant drugs or stimulants such as coffee and the depletion of the Jing force or kidney energy.
To the plant and to spirit world, what is your view on it, Mantak? I know you have a different spin on it.
I just can say my view. And we know that now, and we know many thousand years that before this soul spirit live or see vision, they need a lot of adrenal gland. And when you have a very dangerous, you're drowning. You drown also the same. Okay, when the body says, "Oh, I cannot breathe. I don't have enough oxygen. I'm gonna die." Now the adrenal gland activate the adrenaline, and it activate and releasing the death hormone. And now when you close to death, the hormone, the adrenal gland secretion so much energy in order for the kidney to release the extra energy to make the heart beat faster, the brain, the lung, the liver all work so hard. That is the extra energy. No extra energy, the organ have no more power to do this.
Modern medicine understands that caffeine's mechanism of action is to force the adrenal glands and kidneys to exert adrenaline, which is a type of hormone that is released whenever a person experiences fear, anxiety, or stress. It is the hormone that triggers the fight or flight response, While this hormone is crucial to survival, overexposure to adrenaline can be damaging to a person's health. The consequences of adrenaline overproduction through daily coffee consumption is premature aging and adrenaline deficiency. In the traditional Chinese medicine school of thought, the kidneys and adrenal glands house the reserve energy of the body. This energy is thought to house the essence of the soul, the power of the will, the power of determination, and the power of memory. The energy stored in the kidneys is referred to by Dao masters as Jing or primordial energy, and it cannot be restored once it is burnt up. Each human being comes into the world with a limited amount of this Jing or primordial energy, and any stimulant or drug, whether it be caffeine, marijuana, or tobacco, deplete and drain this primordial energy. Strong kidney or Jing energy or primordial energy, they're all the same, develop splendid men and women, brilliant minds, and superb physiques. And it is also manifest in the luster of the hair. Conversely, weak kidneys result in weak bones, underdeveloped physiques, dull minds, and thin, brittle, or gray hair. In Chinese medicine, the under eyes are associated with the health of the kidneys and adrenal glands. The deep eye bags and under eye discoloration so prevalent in coffee drinkers are indicative of the depletion of this Jing or primordial energy and the exhaustion of the kidneys and adrenal glands. Withdrawal symptoms associated with caffeine do not differ much from the withdrawal symptoms of other drugs.
And I get to the airport, and it's just when they're opening the Pete's and the Starbucks, and the line is like snaking, you know, for those people getting on 6 a.m. flights. And I'm looking at these people, and they look like junkies you see in Amsterdam. They look so pathetic, and you know that they were hooked, and they needed their fix, and they look kind of miserable. And withdrawal was starting because that first cup of coffee is not about the pleasure it gives us. It's really about stopping withdrawal symptoms, which are beginning overnight because you haven't had it for 24 hours.
Though there are many in this world who measure their success with worldly achievement and material goods, there are also those who measure their success in life through other means. This can be health, vitality, longevity, the development of intrinsic joy and happiness, and general spiritual development. For worldly persons, it is entirely okay to consume coffee, as it is a great aid for them. But for those who wish to cultivate their spiritual energy and health, coffee is a poison which should be avoided at all costs.
The drugs that a culture chooses to celebrate are the ones that kind of helps it function most smoothly. So, for example, coffee and tea became acceptable during the Industrial Revolution. These were good drugs to take if you had to work a really long day and you were in a factory and you needed to stay alert. They did not impede the wheels of capitalism, you know. In fact, they lubricated the wheels of capitalism. Cigarettes did too. Tobacco, another plant drug. And yet there are other drugs that get in the way.
My name is Vera Samad. I am a polymath and a regenerative farmer with expertise in many areas. My published works are available on Amazon, in which I share my ideas about health, nutrition, as well as spiritual and physical development. Please subscribe for future videos, like and leave your comments below. Thank you and have a wonderful day.